Shit, man. Next topic. So but that was really how I wanted to get into that.
Right.
What do y'all think about this topic? When is the last time y'all think beef was actually real?
In the rap game?
In the rap game.
Shit, I think beef was actually real in the rap game. Well, like I said, I'm not a rapper. I do the shit for fun, you know what I'm saying? But, nowadays anybody could be a rapper. I'm not a musical producer or anything like that, so don't quote me on, as far as like facts and stuff back in the day of rappers like Tupac and all that shit, because that's not my time. But what I will say was, I felt beef was like more real back in the day with them niggas as far as Tupac and Snoop Dogg and the DMX and Biggie. I feel like them niggas were really shooting at each other, trying to kill each other. Nowadays in this generation, shit, we just getting on the gram, snap, whatever, and that's how we dissing niggas.
Comments,
yeah,
or really a lot of sneak dissing, a lot of my word is faggotry. Okay. A lot of faggotry goes on. Like, it's a lot of hoe dissing. Like, I remember back in school, a lot of bitches used to diss, and I hope, a lot of y'all, I said a lot of cuss words. I probably just said bitch a lot more than I planned to, but for the listeners, if y'all ain't too sensitive with me using the word bitch, it will be used. But a lot of bitches act like how these rappers act now, which is a perfect segue to this. Rap is soft as fuck now. Rap has gotten trash.
Anybody can do it.
Anybody could do it, right?
So many people try to do it.
Is this the takeoff of R&B? Like really being better than rap? Because I think about 2 years ago, it wouldn't have been where we all together and shit. You play a song and shit, an R&B song come on. You remember how you used to, I'm changing the song, hurry up, hurry up and change the shit. You feel me? Act like this shit never played. But nowadays, that shit actually get played a little bit more because rap has just diminished.
Yeah.
Diminished, like, by a lot. So
everything is not strictly hard no more.
Niggas trying to do a little singing and
everybody's singing and shit now, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
My nigga Young Boy singing and shit.
Right. And I fuck with some of it, so I can't. I don't diminish it, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I like all styles of music and all that shit, so I fuck with all of it, This, reverting back to, the 6ix9ine topic real quick, one of the reasons why I would say, like, I fuck with niggas like him or like Dex and stuff is because, like, they stay true to it. They don't sit up here and tell you they lyricists and shit like J. Cole, or they sit up here and write all their shit. Rap has not just become rap, it's become like entertainment too. These niggas are entertainers. That's why niggas are dancing in their videos now and create new dances along with their rap shit, because this is an entertainment industry, and for a guy like me, that, dance and stuff like that and, do stuff as far as that, I kind of like that type of stuff, and it's taking off, along with this generation, so that's why it works good, so as far as that, relating to 6ix9ine and rap and all that shit, that's why I fuck with, because it's more of an entertainment industry now. It's not categorized, specifically to one thing. Now it's all kind of conjoined,
All right, now I got some personal questions that I wanted to ask y'all. Now, do y'all want to answer the personal questions at the end, or do y'all want to answer it now? And I was gonna tell you, this is some real nigga podcast, bro. React to that shit, nigga. LeBron just did what?
Damn.
That shit.
Okay. And now I'm gonna let y'all know, listeners, we are watching the Cleveland game. LeBron damn near just jumped over a man's head. Regular LeBron shit. He missed the free throw. Regular LeBron shit, but you feel me? He just did something that basically just put the fucking room in shock. So that's what y'all just heard. Now, I got some personal questions. I didn't know if y'all want to answer them now, since we about in the middle of the podcast, or
shit. Shoot them now.
Shoot them now. All right, now for Neek, says you hoop, you dance, you a full-time performer, you a teacher.
Yo.
What advice would you give to someone who is in love with two things? Not in love like, two bitches, or maybe they in love with two things, but they're having trouble handling both. What advice would you give to somebody who's trying to handle two things?
Handle two things as far as something they got passion for and shit that they're doing.
Definitely. Or even passionate, for somebody.
The advice I would give to somebody going through that is, I would say, stick to what you're doing. Whatever. You only get one life. And if God has blessed you, with multiple talents or things that you're good at or you like to do, go for it, man. Don't limit yourself to one thing. Weigh your options out. That's the way I look at it. And that's what I'm doing now. So anybody that's got two things they chasing after, it could be anything. You could be an engineer, but you can also be a guitar artist. I don't know. Do your shit. Don't let nobody tell you can't do your shit, man. Because like I said, you get one life, and at the end of the day, no man can just tell you no. If there's a plan out there for you, on some Drake shit, God's plan, go ahead and, do you. Do whatever make you happy, man. You sit here and live this life all your life to do what? Please other people or please yourself. You know what I'm saying? So as far as that, not to get too deep into it, whatever you want to do with your life, go do it. And if you don't get it right away, at least make sure that you're going hard as fuck for it and you willing to fight for it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I say as far as that. Do you. Don't let nobody else take that shit away from you. Speaking from somebody that been through that shit all his life. So that's my take on it.
I appreciate it. And I'm sure the listeners will too. For Trey, you hoop. You're a jock.
Oh man, come on.
Woo!
What?
Yeah, you're a jock at your school.
I'm not a fucking jock.
And I'm not gonna name the school unless he wants to name it and shout out his school. But I'm sure he.
Jock.
You ain't no fucking jock.
No.
You can't say that, man. You can't say that.
Honest answer though. What do you think about schools with bad coaches? Should the rules change a little bit as far as adapting to how the coaching system is? Should players be able to suggest
I feel
coaches
like
possible?
I feel like on any team, the coach should be willing to listen to the player.
Speak up a little bit for him.
I feel like on any team, coaches should listen to players sometime, no matter what team it is. Sometimes they be right. It might help you. It don't matter. Just listen. If it sound good, it sound good. Don't
just as much as the players should listen
right.
to,
Exactly. Because they be out there playing. The coaches on the side watching. They actually out there watching the movements. They out there doing this shit.
I feel you. And it's always good to get a take on the people who actually out there on the court instead of just, dismissing what they got to say. And like I said, adding again, we watching this Cleveland game. If it's shit that y'all want to just shut the shit down and react to, this is fucking playoffs, man.
Right.
I want the listeners to
playoffs.
Know we love fucking basketball, man. It's the shit. Like, so, that's really the whole point of that. And thanks again for the listeners who still listening now. I'm going to go ahead and proceed to go on to get to the NBA topics. Now, I got some random questions and just random topics to hit y'all with. Do y'all think the Cavs should have traded for Rozier?
No one knew he was going to be that good this year. No one had no
Who?
clue. Scary Terry, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Who?
I don't know who the fuck that is.
I was about to say, I don't even know who the fuck that is. On my Drew Bledsoe shit.
Real shit though, like you said it right though, Trey. Nobody knew what the fuck Rozier was gonna be on, but I still feel like when you getting rid of Kyrie, you should have got Rozier and IT.
Yeah, instead of IT and Crowder, and thinking rid of both of them.
I don't think it was possible.
They got rid of both of them.
I think anything was possible since they gave him Kyrie.
I don't know, because if
not
it was,
possible
they would have
for who?
gave up Tatum and Brown and shit. They said them niggas not going nowhere.
Oh yeah, they did. They
was
told
on that shit,
yeah,
so Boston, Cleveland had to get what they could get. They wasn't. They knew what they was doing.
See, man, I swear, and you are saying right now what my girl is finna. When she hear that you said that she gonna be saying exactly, cause she told me she's a Celtic and a Warrior. Ironically, the two fucking best teams down there in East Conference. But she said how they said 2 years ago Rozier said some shit like, they'll never trade me. I'll never get traded.
Yo.
And I'm like, you arrogant motherfucker, you. And now, now it's like, damn, this nigga is great, bro. Like, this nigga, he doing some good shit. You feel me? So,
right.
You know, I feel like they should have at least tried to get something. You know, one of them motherfuckers who they lied and, you know, make it a lie. You was gonna, you know, bring out the Brinks trucks for IT. That was a lie. You lied. Fucking lie.
No, nobody knew IT was gonna be ass like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knew it was gonna fuck up like that.
All fucked up and shit.
You know,
it still is.
Coming off that season that he, you know, came off of, you know, prior to the trade and shit, I would have thought IT was gonna be the closest replacement to Kyrie. You know, that they could get. You know, I would have shit. He got all of it. They fooled all of us with that shit.
Yeah,
I
man,
mean,
can't nobody beat Kyrie. Period.
We're talking about Kyrie Irving. I mean,
what, 1-on-1?
Like, can't nobody like beat him. Ain't no way Isaiah Thomas gonna do the shit he did.
Yeah, but shit, it was you had to get somewhere close. I mean, shit. I mean, you wasn't gonna get nothing for him.
LeBron is not about to win no.
You should have got Tatum. You should have got Brown or Tatum at least.
They wasn't giving him up.
They should have gave him one of them fucking 3. That's what I'm getting at for fucking Kyrie, bro. And now that team is finna be the shit. Even if LeBron stay, he gotta face that. He gotta face what the fuck the Cavs did, which is my core fucking reason on why he's out of there. Because him and the management was beefing. Don't nobody want to talk about that. All the Cavs fans run away from that shit. They don't talk about how fucking Trump was marching, not marching literally, but had the motherfuckers marching all up in Quicken Loans Arena.
Right.
And then LeBron fucking called Trump a bum for his fucking rival.
Right, yeah.
Come on, man. Like, this shit is just, it ain't even about the whole Republican shit. This shit is really deeper. Like, this nigga be saying some bullshit. And so, if LeBron felt some type of way, I'm sure he's out of there. I still stand on that. But let's move on. You have people like Colin Cowherd who shit on Russell Westbrook every opportunity he gets. Now, I'm not finna dig into this topic. This is gonna be probably a deep dive for another day. But eye test or analytics. Now, are you when y'all watch basketball, do y'all watch it for eye test or do y'all watch it for the analytics? And I mean, are y'all into the stat sheet? Do y'all think the stat sheet matters? Like how much? If y'all had a scale 100%, this the best way I can ask it. If y'all had a scale 100%. What percentage is eye test and what is the rest as far as analytics? And
with me,
with you, yeah, with you personally. With me, I'll say for me, eye test is 60%. Analytics is 40%.
Eye test you mean like watching like
how they play, paying attention to what the fuck is they actually doing because a lot of that shit ain't gonna show up in the stat sheet from jump.
Yeah, mine would be 80-20.
80-20 eye test. What's yours?
Shit.
Probably less than that, huh?
I was about to say, shit.
I know you an eye test motherfucker.
I'll say, shit, 95-5, man. Like, I mean, I'm not an analytics guy, I've never been. How much of that shit can you predict on a consistent basis? You're not playing the same game every fucking time you play a team. You're not going to get the same shots you play every team. You're going to get contested shots, different shots. You can't predict the game like that. I can sit here and pick up somebody that shoot 60% from the field on paper, versus a guy that might shoot a low 20, but that low 20 dude might be better. He might have just had a bad game or
he might be in a bad system.
Right. I mean, that shit has nothing to do with it's overrated to me. Yeah. It's overrated. It's not real. It's just something to go by. And
that kind of be my whole point with a lot of people, they shit on Westbrook. They go deep into, damn, man, he had 10 turnovers. Damn, he had this. And after so long of just, I done took my part in shitting on him as well. But at the same time, it's like, this coach is the worst coach in the fucking NBA possibly.
Yes. If he couldn't coach 3... What?
And that's I think that needs to be the headline. How Billy Donovan, correct? That's his name.
Yeah, that's that dude name, man.
He's the worst fucking coach, and they need to stop shitting on Westbrook. And they need to stop acting like Melo and Paul George couldn't get that shit to to work themselves when it's a lot of what? You got 3-4 motherfuckers. You got damn near 3 times that on the team. You know, so you got 13, 14 motherfuckers on a full roster.
Right.
You know, so you can't control every single body. You can't control who the fuck he putting in, when he putting you in, what is he drawing up. So I think it's about time that, you know, we start kind of proving to the listeners and showing people, start paying attention to the game. Stop getting into the analytics of things. I take part in that sometime myself, but I try, you know, to actually step away from it and watch the game. Hate to ask you this, man, and bring it to this, but is Paul George leaving?
Is Paul George leaving? You asking a real Thunder fan, huh?
I'm asking a real Thunder fan your honest answer. What do you think? And what do you think is actually better for Westbrook?
What's better for West? Okay, if Paul George leaving, nobody know. Paul George don't even know. And, you know, that's something, you know, if you was putting yourself in his shoes, you know, I don't think you would know either if you put yourself in his shoes. Like I said, you know, I don't think he knows yet. I can't tell you if he's leaving or not. There are some motherfuckers out there that if he went to, they'd do damage, you know, just as good or better, you know, depending on the coach and shit. Because, you know, like I said, I blame a lot of this failure bullshit on the coach. But as far as him leaving, I don't want him to. You know, half of me don't think he will because of the relationship he has built.